Yeah, baby. Pat, you got anything funny to say? Any drinks you want to drink?
Oh yeah, I got something funny. You know, you you ever take a handful of hot dogs and just throw them up in the air and say hot dog?
This is hot garbage.
This sounds like shit. No one's gonna buy that.
Is it a hit?
Loved it the first time. Love it more the second time. Welcome to another episode of Is It a Hit, where you, the listener, can join us on this this transversal through a canal. Sometimes you get stuck in the middle of the canal. Sometimes you don't. Definitely not referring to anything in the media right now. More of just what's going on in my head. But
Won't make sense 3 weeks later. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is right on time. Well, speaking of canal, I'm your host, Max. I'm joined by my co-host, Pat. And you know, the biggest ship in that canal, that ship is Nasty Nathan Sharp.
Here we go. There it is.
Yeah.
Claps for old Nasty Nate. Nate, what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah.
I'm a human disaster, people.
That's it? That's all?
I think that's the only thing we can say in this situation.
Okay. All right.
Human disaster. Oh man.
And all
what a week for disasters. Can we talk about that?
Sure. Yeah.
We're talking about ships, right?
Sure, yeah. We're not talking about your haircut.
Hey-o.
Oh,
you saw it? You saw my post?
But yeah, it's a good post. You know? Except for that picture.
I was trying something new. I had him take some of the skin off, which I've never done before.
Yeah, you kept the hair, took the skin. That's a bold move. But I think the kids are gonna like it.
My kids don't, but the other kids will.
Oh, well, like I was saying, like the kids, like I'm saying the youth, right? The people that will buy things from us. I think they'll like it because, you know, it's weird to get like scalped and only take the skin. It's you guys should have seen the procedure. It is intense. But
it's definitely the weirdest toupee I've ever seen.
Yeah, just skin. Skin
just
with
hair, just hair on top of bleeding scalp.
Yeah, just exposed head. Oh my god! One time when I was out shopping, I was pulled up my cart.
How did this remind you?
Hold on. No, hold on. One time when I was out shopping, I hate shopping. I stop. I get all my groceries to put them in the bin, and I'm pushing the cart, and I stop, and I'm waiting in my turn for the register. Okay, in front of me, there's an old man.
Very relatable experience, yes.
Okay. This old man had exposed
He
bone.
had one cart on his thumb.
No, he had exposed bone on the back of his head, just staring at me. I'm not joking. And it was like, he had a mask on. This was before COVID, so he had the face mask on, so it was covering his nose and mouth, and he was just walking around with a bald spot, and then also within the bald spot, a bone spot that was just. It was just discolored bone hanging out in the middle of a store. And then he turned around, confident as I've ever seen a man, and was like, "Hello, how are you?" And we just talked for a little bit. And he just like, I think it was just him being nice and being like, "Don't worry about the bone spot," without saying that. And we just talked, and he was a normal man, and he was nice. Just an old dude with his the head bone exposed, just fucking walking around in the world. I forgot about that until just now. Fuck yeah, man. Your toupee, very cool. Even cooler, bone hat.
Well, I'm writing down "bone hat" as a possible song lyric. Yeah, I didn't think that you were going to have a relevant story when I talked about
yeah.
that. So kudos to Pat for taking this conversation one step further and not going off on a tangent that didn't mean anything. Well, I don't even know how to segue into talking about last week's episode because that was too on point. But you know what else is on point? The song last week, right? Oh, there it is. That's a hit.
That's right.
Nate's song last week, I personally loved. I have the name written down as Fantastic Bird Boy. Nate, do you have a different name for that song?
I think I had originally named it Pat Bad, but Fantastic Bird
Pat
Boy.
Bad.
Pat Bad.
I don't know about
Fantastic Bird Boy. It might be a better name. It might sell more. We're about money here.
Yeah,
definitely. Pat Bad.
No one's
is,
yeah. No one's gonna read. No one's gonna believe Pat's bad. You know, it's like, okay, so you got our attention, but this can't be right. You know, so yeah, I think Fantastic Bird Boy is the way to go.
Yeah, and I love that song. I really like the experimental nature of it. I like the track you used for the music in it. That was really cool. What'd you like about that song, Pat?
Well, I'll say that this is the first time where I wanted to dislike a song and I just couldn't find a reason to. And I wish I didn't like that song, but I do. And that's one of the better ways you can get a hit out of somebody. That's cool, man. You really you won me over with some weird samples, which is tough to do. So yeah, I liked it a lot. The way you spoke matter of factly about absurd things. That kind of, like I said, kind of reminded me of They Might Be Giants. I like that stuff. So you're doing a good job, Nasty Nathan Sharp. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're definitely helping me with income because I got nothing else going on.
Yeah,
I'm like the only money I make. Page, I'm like a good OnlyFans. I'm here to please the people.
Yeah,
cash.
Well, we should.
So I'm glad to hear that you're pleased, Pat.
We should do a website called Only Friends, where friends just make money for you.
Yeah,
Only Friends.
Only Friends, and you would add people to it. Like after a bad date, just kind of like add them to it. Let them know, like
it's a friend zone website. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Only Friends. Different than what I thought, but I like that one better.
Yeah, you start getting like harassing phone calls or texts, too many texts. You just take that number, add them to your Only Friends list, and then they're gonna know that you added them to that list. And then what else can we do with that website? It's got to do something it blocks all the dick pics, and it blocks out all the negative vibes and mansplaining and anger and incel related messaging.
But I think it could also lead to someone thinking that it was an OnlyFans page for friends, and then you just send your friends dick pics.
Maybe that's how you make money off the dick pics sent to you. How's that? So
deal.
You're recycling dick pics for money.
Urethra. I mean, you're recycling.
Urethra. What a plan. Yeah, this is a good idea. I think we should do this.
All right, let's get on it before let's register that URL.
Yeah. Onlyfriends.com.
Yeah.
Make money off the dick pics they send to you.
Yeah. Make money off others' dick pics.
Yeah.
Or, women's chick dick pics.
Dick pics? That's a little different.
Yeah.
But you could still do it.
My father-in-law's name is Rick, and for a while I was making this joke about him sending me Rick pics.
Yeah, how do you like that?
I don't think he really got it, but others got it. Like he I'll send you a picture of this. I'm like, oh, you're gonna send me a Rick pic?
That's good.
Yeah.
Just sneak him in there so he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I could have just said dick pic, but he doesn't go by Dick.
Yeah.
But he also makes fun of people with the name Dick, which I think is really funny. I'm like, isn't that your name?
He's like, isn't that guy short? Yeah, good job.
Yeah. So I was listening to a previous podcast of ours. We were talking about Sean Connery, and we were quoting Sean Connery. And I think this is the first time I'm ever going to actually myself on this podcast.
All right.
Because I was talking about how Sean Connery was doing a quote from in a movie trailer, and I kept saying it was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I feel bad because I don't know what made me think of this, but I was second guessing myself, and I was actually wrong, and it wasn't The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen that he said the quote. This is merely the beginning.
What was it?
It was the 1998 classic. Not to confuse anyone, but it was The Avengers.
What?
Not the Avengers you're thinking of, Pat. It was The Avengers, the remake of the 1960s TV show with Uma Thurman and Ralph Fiennes.
Wow. I have zero memory of this.
Well, you shouldn't, because I didn't either when I was talking about it a couple weeks ago. And just want to apologize to all of our hitsters out there that were contacting me, which was in fact nobody. It was just me second guessing myself and then researching it and realizing I was wrong.
Yeah.
But that was the movie, so it was The Avengers. Sorry, everyone. I just had to get that off my chest. It was eating at me.
Oh, we're good on Finding Forrester, right? That quote?
Oh, we are crystal clear on Finding Forrester.
You're the man now, dog. Fantastic.
Yeah. Entrapment. Crystal clear on Entrapment.
Yeah, he's playing both sides, right?
Oh, he's playing every single side there is. And I was looking at his filmography. Man, that guy really was selective in his movies towards the end of his career. And it was like, Dragonheart, Entrapment. He showed up real quickly in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and it was a couple movies here and there, but it really wasn't very many. Finding Forrester, and it was it was like one movie every like 3 years. It was really not very many, and then he didn't make one after League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and then he passed away last year.
Oh yeah,
it just got to the point where I think he made a lot of very iconic roles, and he had decided that it was time to go. Time to die. Not time to die. Time to retire. That's what I meant. I didn't mean time to go. I meant time to retire, not time to die.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, boy. I hope I don't get canceled for that.
No, we'll cancel you for the sexual harassments. But yeah, they'd be so nice to be in a position where you're basically playing yourself in every role. I think Sean Connery really knew what he was doing there, because every role was exactly the same. Like, he was a dragon and he was still just kind of like some like Scottish guy,
Yeah. I'm not Scottish. I'm a dragon.
Yeah, I'm not Scottish. I'm a dragon. That's good. Man.
Well, great guy. R.I.P. I really like that guy. Definitely like my top 5 favorite James Bonds.
Everybody loves Sean Connery. Go look up his interviews. He does a great interview with Barbara Walters. Just check that one out. You'll fall in love with him all over again.
Just hang out. I'll just watch it right now. And oh god, he's naked.
Yeah,
weird.
Well,
did not see that coming.
No, but he owns it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big part of why people got him in movies, because people just loved him. Doesn't matter what he's wearing. So
nothing at all. Yeah, well, we could rehash some Sean Connery stuff, or we could move forward in our development on this podcast, right? We should do that, right?
Sure, I'm with you.
Up and onwards.
Yeah, moving onward. Nate's playing Street Fighter, so he's moving onward on the next level. But I was thinking this week that the last year, it's been about a year since this pandemic started, and there's something that I've been missing in my life. It's not the social interaction with people. It's not the traveling. It's not the openly conversing and spitting in your coworkers' faces. It's the thing that I miss the most is the office banter and the catchphrases around the office.
You had catchphrases.
Oh, just, not when I say catchphrases, I mean just more like the office nomenclature, what'd you do this weekend? Or how the kids? Oh boy, Timmy's really grown up. Or hey, Susie, how's the new Camaro? The banter around the office. And I kind of wanted to take the time to, because I really like when we talked about inspirational phrases, and I think there's a wealth of song material around office banter.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Nate? Is that an area you want to peruse?
I haven't really mentally perused it yet, so I'm fascinated by the concept. And we've been doing a lot of there's been a lot of jobs related talk, so I'm willing to go a little further into the jobs game. Everyone's got a good job story.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what my favorite office talk is like what? the hurried boss. When they come in, they just like kind of rush into the office and like hurriedly unpack, and they're just like, "How's everyone doing? You okay?" And they're like embarrassed that they're like 5 minutes late, and they're just like, "We good in here? Is everybody doing all right?" And they're just like nervously unpacking their lunch, and they're putting their bags here and there, and then they forgot something in their car, so they have to run back out. That's my favorite office banter.
Yeah. It's like, I forgot my PowerPoint clicker.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay. You're all right. You don't know. We're all here. We're all adults.
You hired us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're fine. Don't worry. I think once this COVID thing calms down, I'm going to lose all my banter. Like, I think of it kind of the same way that, like, pre-COVID, I would eat food on plates. You know what I mean? And now I just kind of grab balls of food in my hand and eat over a sink. Because of COVID, who cares, right? So I don't know if anybody else is just kind of eating handfuls of food over the sink, but like, I think I lost a lot of key skills that you needed to be a functioning human. When you come into the office saying hi, hey there, good morning. You say good morning with a weird inflection. Good morning. Letting them know. Yeah, letting them know I see you, but I'm moving on. Good morning. And, I have that same thing with how I eat. I don't think I'll ever go back to using utensils when I got these mitts,
I'm a big eating right off the cutting board fan.
Oh, yeah?
It feels classy. It feels it feels like being served at a high-end place where you got, you ever see a picture on the internet of cheese and salami on a nice cutting board? Maybe some fruit slices.
That is nice.
Yeah. You can just serve
what kind of fruits
with that.
What kind of fruits you slicing up?
Well, let me think. I'm slicing up some mangoes recently. Got some mangoes. And
mangoes are
everything
delicious.
Bagel a fruit?
Your charcuterie board has mango and everything bagel.
Listen,
but it's cut into
do what you know.
It's cut into like circles, like from the middle. It's cut like a pie.
Oh man, that's great. That's a wonderful charcuterie board. No salami, no cheese, just mangoes and bagel.
I'd pay $28 for that.
Yeah, I feel like that's like all those like those charcuterie boards that you get at like a bar or anything like that. They're always really overpriced, and they have like a whiff of food on them. They always like get like a smell of what a meal would be when you order them, and they cost just as much as like an entree. Yeah, you really are.
Show me this board. What kind of boards y'all dealing with? Oh, good board. Here's $10.
This is a fancy board. Yeah. I wish there was, a couple more slices of prosciutto though. This is just like a thin veil, just a tiny little the thinnest slice of prosciutto.
Oh, it's so thin I can see right through it.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna pay through the teeth for it. God. So anyway, yeah, charcuterie boards, garbage. Bagel or mango, who cares? Next, what else you got on your charcuterie board, Nate?
What else I got on my
Oh, no.
charcuterie board? Huh. Well, you gotta have something sweet on there. So either like a squirt of honey or like a handful of gummy bears. Let's see what else you got. Like naturally, there's gonna be some. Like when you cut a tomato on a wooden cutting board and some of the seeds crust on, like once you just leave it. Yeah, it's got some of those protein.
Man, now
it's a good
Nate,
board.
Do you prefer the gummy bear or the gummy worm?
Ooh, I'm a gummy bear man. Gummy worms are too substantial because you want a bite. You want like a small bite for flavor. With gummy worms, I can't tell if they're actually different flavors in the different colors or if it's just multicolored of the same flavor.
Yeah, I think that with gummy bears though as well.
Oh, gummy bears are definitely different. Taste the clear gummy bear and then taste like any other gummy
pineapple.
Bear. Yeah, you already know it. So gummy bears are different flavors.
That's true.
You got it.
But I think they're all pineapple.
They could all be pineapple.
So the thing you miss most about The Office is gummy bears. Got it.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
We have stayed on topic.
You make yourself up a nice gummy charcuterie board.
That sounds pretty good. If I went to a restaurant and they offered a gummy charcuterie board, it'd be hard for me not. It'd be like the hit of the menu. I'd be like, I don't know if I can say no to this. I think I have to see it.
I've noticed a lot of, I haven't noticed, but I saw it on Twitter. There a lot of breweries in certain cities. The local ordinance will say, in order to be to serve beer, you have to be a restaurant too. So places will serve hilariously shitty charcuterie boards and just be Lunchables, but on a plate, or gummy bears, but on a plate to make it look like they're serving you food. Yeah. So I've seen those a lot lately of breweries just being yep, this is our food we're serving. We have to. We're a restaurant.
Yeah. I do the same thing with meals, kind of like the opposite though. If I'm eating, I have to have a drink with my meal to call it a meal, So I'll just have a tall glass of grain alcohol with every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's normal, I think. It's just what you're supposed to do. But yeah, that's you gotta find a way to get that booze in you,
Any way you can.
That's right.
What kind of so I was talking about Office banner. I feel like there's a lot of Office catchphrase, nomenclature that you only use The Office, but there's a lot that I've encountered that the few times that I do get on video calls at my work that I absolutely hate.
Go on.
There's a couple in particular. There's one that I'm thinking about right now that is anytime someone's running a meeting and they finish the meeting early, they always say, well, I guess I'll give you back 15 minutes of your time.
Oh my God, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that one, it makes me laugh every time. I told my boss this one time, and I think she says it as a joke in our team meetings because she knows that I hate it. But then I could hear her snickering on the other line when we're in a call and someone says that because she knows that I hate it so much.
Yeah.
But it's just you've enslaved us, but thanks for these minutes back. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I wasn't going to use this time to do just other work. The work that I had to wait to do because of this meeting.
Yeah. I have this time booked off the next 15 minutes. I guess I'll just take a nap. I mean, you said you gave this back to me. I've booked it for the meeting.
Yeah, right.
So you've given me permission to do nothing, right? Person that doesn't work over me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, when you have production stuff to do and you have a really heavy meeting week, that's always tough. It's I just you at the end of a week, if you're meeting for 2 hours a day, that really adds up, and you especially if you have something due at the end of the week, you really have to force yourself to do extra work when you're not at those meetings, and it kind of that's no fun. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Ugh. But
what about any Office catchphrases you got, Pat, that you hate or like?
Well, I like this one. I like this one. Sometimes I'll go into the copy room, I'll go into the copy room. I'll make some copies and then I'll stand at the door. And when I'm done with my copies in hand, and I'll go, do not go in there. Woo! And then I'll go back to my desk. People hate that. They hate it.
Yeah.
We have a quiet office. It's an open office, open floor plan. People, and they're very old. The people I work with, very old. They do not recognize the illusion there. People hate it. They just think I'm crazy. So, but that's my favorite office Joe Klein that I do. Yeah.
What about the fun the funny wordplay of working hard or hardly working?
Does that happen to you?
I say that to myself.
I mean, I think I say it more than anyone.
Yeah, right. I do like to say, like, I wouldn't say I've been missing it. I do like to say that.
You're just doing movie quotes then, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you know what I like? It's like
John. Hey, everybody! John Doe's got the upper hand.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, what's in the box? What's in the box?
That is good. That's good.
Max, you get those reports done? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's like, Pat, are you ready to lead the meeting? And I turn around and I have like Matrix clothes on and like Morpheus glasses, and I'm like, welcome to Point Break. Yeah. Morpheus. So anyway, I'm dressed as Morpheus, and I turn around and I say, I know Kung Fu. People love that. That's a good way to start a meeting.
Yeah. I've been revisiting a lot of old Keanu Reeves movies, and by old I mean just Speed and Point Break.
Yeah, Speed is a bad movie.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not a great movie.
You're not correct.
I would go Point Break over Speed any day.
I'm not, in the realm of comparing those two because, I think they're both really good, but I think Speed is an excellent action movie. Speed holds up very well. It's spectacularly paced. It's dynamic. Like the stakes change several times throughout the movie. It's a fantastic. It wouldn't work now because there's like that part where they go to the airport and they're like, yeah, no cameras can film here. But, obviously a world now, there's cameras everywhere. But even then, it was just like, I was watching, I'm like, man, I feel like it'd be easy to have a camera that could see the bus. But other than that, there was like, I was watching it and I'm like, man, this holds up very well. And now I remember one of my best friends was like, this was in like third grade. She was so into that movie. And that movie is, pretty violent in some parts. Like a guy's head gets tripped off, someone gets stabbed in the head. There's some pretty violent parts in that movie.
He shoots the hostage.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff Daniels. Yeah, in his most comedic role. She was. I remember I went to her birthday party in third grade, and she was so excited that she got a VHS copy of Speed. And she was like 8 years old. She freaking loved this movie, and I was like, man, what? Like, I didn't realize it then, but now I'm like, what parents would let this little girl watch this movie? We were definitely not past third grade. I remember it was definitely third grade or younger. And she had this copy of Speed that she like walked around the whole party with. I'm thinking about it now. It's fantastic, but I would never let my kid watch that movie.
No. Do you remember like having seen parts of movies that you shouldn't have seen as a very young kid?
Yeah.
Can you remember it? Dude, I remember walking into my friend Tony's house and
Wait, who?
His name is Tony. It's not the strip club DJ. Don't worry.
No,
but
okay.
I'm walking. Yeah, I will. I'm walking in. We're in probably second grade, and I'm walking through their living room, and I think they were watching A Time to Kill.
Ooh.
But I walked through at a perfect time. Tell me if this happens in A Time to Kill, because I haven't seen it since. But I'm walking through, and there's all these people coming out of a courtroom, and then some guy gets shot in the neck, and the blood spurts out of him like a heartbeat. And I noticed it as a child that the blood was coming out with his like pulse. And man, that movie scarred me. And I just saw a guy get shot in the throat, and it messed me up as a child. But did that happen in A Time to Kill, or was I watching a different movie?
I've actually never seen A Time to Kill. Sorry, Pat.
Yeah, I'm not into these talk legal thrillers. Not the old nasty Nathan Sharp's game.
Yeah. Well, if that was the specific time to kill, then I walked in at exactly the right moment.
That sure was a time to kill.
Yeah, that was the time to do it.
Yeah, but I remember an R-rated movie, like experiencing like an R-rated movie scene when I was a kid, and I've never seen this movie, but I remember a specific part of it. The movie was Disclosure.
Okay.
With Demi Moore and Michael Douglas. Have you guys seen this one?
Michael Douglas.
So no, got it.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
So it's about, he's an executive, I guess, and I think he has an affair with Demi Moore. I think there's some virtual reality in it too. I don't remember much of it, but I do. The only part that I saw when I was a kid, I think I was walking in and my parents might have been watching it or whatever. And the only thing I heard Demi Moore say was she's in a bedroom and she's like sitting on the edge of a bed. And she says, "You stuck your dick in my mouth." And as a kid, it's like, whoa.
Did she say it all mad? Did she say it mad like that?
I think the context I got from it was that, again, haven't seen this movie, sorry all you Disclosure fans out there, was that she might have been mad that he might have been breaking off an affair with her, and her trying to convince him that the affair was legitimate was like, "You stuck your dick in my mouth." Yeah. So that was it. It was more like she was angry that he was ending it, and like, this is why you shouldn't end it, because you've done this.
Yeah, it's kind of like that part in Vanilla Skies where she's like, "You've been in me." She's going crazy there. Kind of like that.
I haven't seen that one in a long, long time. Maybe even never.
Yeah. Oh man, it would be cool to see Demi Moore say that today, just like you, like do an impression of you. It's like, "You stuck your dick in my mouth."
Yeah, I would like very much to hear Demi Moore do an impression of me doing anything.
Yeah. Nate, do you have any inappropriate movies you remember from your youth?
Just
no, but I'm a giant proponent of showing children scary movies, and I don't mean this in like a that sounds bad, but I think kids should watch scary movies.
Mother.
Yeah, sounds great.
Because I remember being told about Children of the Corn as a child. And I remember other kids telling me how scary this movie was. And, you know, I remember then seeing it as an adult and bursting out laughing multiple times because it was like so bad. And there was like complete with like, you know, throats getting slit, and then it'll cut to someone's face. And then there's just like the blood spatter all over their face. And it's like the comedy timing is gold. And so, like, I want...
Just like right now when I say, this movie is corny.
Nice.
Perfect.
Children of the Corny.
Super good comedic timing.
Corn with a
30
K.
years old. Oh,
backwards R.
Yeah. No, the K was backwards.
No, the K was forward, R was backwards.
Oh, and that was capital, too, which is also weird.
Boom, ba-dee-ba, boom, ba-dee-ba.
God's alive.
Hey, you like corn?
I like corn.
My liking of corn is neither here or there.
I'm talking about the film.
I'm talking about
of the Corn.
Now, there's a difference, Max. There's a difference between a film and a movie. So I've been telling myself I want to live by a new mantra, and that's films are stupid. Watch movies. Or films are boring. Watch movies. You know what I mean? Like A Time to
Oh,
Kill,
we
The Firm.
need some merch.
Those are films.
We need some merch. I think that's a good merch line. I'm gonna write that down. What'd you say?
Films are stupid.
Films suck. Films are stupid. Watch movies.
Or films are boring. Watch movies. Yeah.
Films are stupid. Watch movies. Got it.
Films are
I like
stupid.
It. Yeah, I like
that fits better.
Films
so, actually, the full
Watch
quote
movies.
is films are stupid. Watch movies, and then movies are long. Watch wrestling. That's what I use on the but for this one, we're movie people here.
You know? Okay, all right.
Man, I'm gonna wear that shirt. I'm gonna wear that shirt to Busch Gardens sometime. Been making a lot of play for it.
Yeah, they'll love that.
Yeah, they're gonna love that there.
That'll work. That's gonna go great at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I'm gonna love. I think I'm gonna start the merch game, guys.
Okay.
I think we need some merch.
Sure.
I'm gonna underline merch, all caps in my notes.
Yeah.
Merch. Got it.
People will buy anything.
No, I just for us.
Okay. Yeah. Like I'll buy anything.
Yeah.
So this is just our office work uniform.
Podcast.
This is our polo shirt, our embroidered polo shirt.
Oh man, if we had like a Is It a Hit golf outing and just all wore that teal green polos with the Is It a Hit logo on it, man, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. We could get that into the For Golf About It clothing line.
Vertical integration.
Vertical integration, guys. We'll make out a little bit and then we'll wear For Golf About It shirts. It'll be cool.
Everything you just said. Also, Nate, you said something about Children of the Corn, and we interrupted you continuously.
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah. So what was supposed to be a scary movie, which would have been a scary movie if I was like 9 or 10, maybe 11, became funny.
Yeah.
And it would have been awesome at 12 because it's bloody and stuff. So I think it's really, you're robbing children of a certain, like you're robbing them of an opportunity to watch a good scary movie. Because there's always scary, like there's movies that scare adults, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those exist. And those are
like
too
an
scary
inconvenient
for children.
truth.
So not think exactly. Right.
That's a scary movie to me.
Inconvenient truth.
You know what's funny, Nate? You kind of brought this up that I kind of connect with is that the idea that like you were told in third grade that some movie was scary and you carried that review with you for your entire life, right? I've done that.
Yeah.
I've had that with movies
too,
where like, oh man, I heard this. And then like you sit down to watch a movie and it's just trash. The story doesn't make any sense. There's barely any like action or anything like that. It's just kind of okay. And then you're like, man, I always thought this movie was going to be amazing. You know, it's like The Phantom from like, 1995.
I was so
or
hot
something.
for The Phantom, dude.
Yeah.
You have no idea. A PG movie with guns? Oh my god.
Yeah, right. And it was just like, it's like some kid in like, third grade was like, dude, The Phantom is awesome. And you're like, oh, I can't wait to see The Phantom. And you just never get to see The Phantom. And then you tune in when you're like 35 and you're like, oh, that fucking third grader lied to me. This is garbage.
Fuck you, Billy Zane. Yeah, that was, but it could also go the other way because I had friends growing up that were like super into T2. Judgment Day. And I didn't see it until I was older, and that movie is obviously fantastic. It's one of the better action movies that's ever been made. Yeah. So I could go either way. Sometimes kids know what they're talking about. Sometimes they don't.
Kids are jerks. They're dumb. And
right. Kids are dumb. That's the name of the next song, right, Nate?
Yep, that was going right in the notes.
Kids
with a
notes.
backwards Z.
Yeah.
Kids with the backwards R.
Yeah. Let's get Korn in this episode real good. Boom ba diba, boom ba diba. That's good.
Alive.
Why did he do that?
That's the noise. That's the Korn noise.
I know that's the Korn noise, but he did that in multiple songs. That I know 2 of their songs, and in both he does that.
No, he only does it in one.
Freak on a Leash.
He does it in There's another one. Because I remember telling a kid like, what's I liked that song. I liked that Freak on a Leash song. And I listened to another, and then there wasn't it. And then I listened to another one, and there was it. He does it multiple times. Loves it.
Maybe you're a bigger
Do you
Korn
think
fan. You're a Korn fan better than I am then.
You just know the one. I think I know two.
You think there's a font in Microsoft Office that's the Korn font that just has backwards R's?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
probably.
Yeah. If not, they should patch it.
Yeah. If I've thought of it, someone else has definitely thought of it also.
Yeah. And put a bunch of time and work into it so that it's released on everyone's computer. So
all right, Nate, you got what you need.
I have a smorgasbord of topics here. But I'll
what do you got? I got hurried boss into a meeting, that was a fun one. Working hard, hardly working. Pat's eating handfuls of food over a sink. Also, kids watching R-rated movies. That's a fun one.
Yep.
And then I just wrote Korn.
Yeah, Korn.
So you take with you what you want, and we'll see what comes out of it.
I wrote down Gummy Bear.
Oh yeah, Gummy Bear.
I also wrote down reviews by third graders.
I wrote films are stupid. Watch movies. Movies are long. Watch wrestling. I like that a lot.
It's pretty good. That one got me on the second go round. So
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's give Nate some time, see what he comes up with, and we'll get back to you guys after this. And we're back. We've given Nate some space, locked him in a closet for a week or so, and he gave us the special knock, told us that he was ready to come out, and that he's got a song ready for us. Pretty excited.
We've got a song ready. We're feeling it. We're happy for it. I'm happy for you, the listeners.
How clean is the crawl space that we chain you to? Is it filthy, or did you clean up before we let you out?
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not happy with the crawl space situation. I've been eminently dissatisfied, and you know what? I understand that my rider is not very specific. It calls for a nondescript crawl space. It doesn't mention anything about any sort of ratio of spiders to other creepy crawlies, but I'm just generally unpleased.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of like the malaise of life. But again, chaining you to a crawl space, that's all part of your process. You asked for this. If I could, I would just let you live with your wife in the meantime between episodes. But I mean, this is your process, man. You said you wanted to do this, so we're gonna follow through with it.
This is how we do it on a Friday night, people.
A quick recap of the notes I have from last time. We got some Pat talking about seeing a guy with a bone hat. That was weird.
He was a real bonehead.
Yeah, he was. Onlyfriends.com. Can't remember exactly what that was, but it.
I can recap that.
Yeah.
So that would be, onlyfriends.com. We're going to create a website where women or gay men, whoever receives dick pics, basically, you would be able to monetize unwanted dick pics sent to you. So whoever sends you a dick pic, you could, post it on onlyfriends.com, and then that would generate revenue, and then you would get the money from those dick pics. And I think this is a brilliant solution. I think this is the way to go. I think it's the way of the future. And onlyfriends.com for the friend zoned people that won't take no for an answer, make money off their dick pics.
Well, can't wait to monetize that opportunity.
That's great.
Also talked a little bit about Sean Connery, maybe for the episode out of our.
We've talked a lot about Sean Connery, yeah. I don't think we did any impersonations last time, though.
They were probably there.
Yeah, probably.
Also mentioned some office banter. Don't know how keep going with that. And I also, what else do I have written here? Wrote Korn with the Backwoods R. That was nice.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a while.
I'm assuming that Nate's going to be doing a lot of ba-dibba, ba-dibba
To be
in
honest,
this next song.
I completely forgot about all the I forgot all of it.
Wait.
I
Do that
forgot
again?
about that part.
Why is your Korn impression from like Louisiana?
Well, it's like
Do it one more time.
You can't have a good jambalaya
you
without
can't
some corn.
have a good jambalaya without corn. That's right.
Do you honestly? Can you not do boom ba dibba, boom ba dibba?
I don't think he's
Do you
saying
always?
Mbadiba, Mbadiba. It's not. He's not
What's he
talking
saying?
about Mandela here. He's saying like Madiba, Madiba. Hey, he's not doing that. He's going.
No, he's not. There's no Creole.
This is not a tribute to the ANC. He's just spouting. He's spouting about his
He's making
love
noise.
of the deep bayou.
Okay. Well, call in, listeners, and let me know if I'm right or Nate's right. Should Korn have had some Creole, flair when he did his breakdowns or not? I think that would be pretty funny to hear. I don't think that's how he sounded.
Or just call in and do some impressions of Korn in other dialects. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Like a South African Korn, that'd be cool.
That would be great. Brekkie and Pretoria, am I right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Ye brew.
All right.
Well,
So I do have to mention, listen, I'm a busy man and I'm a lazy man. And these two things do not, they don't gel well. So, listeners, you will be getting a little touch of the how do you say it? The sprinkles, the overdubbing of sprinkles that I put on this after old patty cakes and maxi cakes get a chance to get their hands on the exclusive cut.
yeah.
This song is from a movie soundtrack that doesn't
What's this song
exist.
called?
This song, you'll hear it. It's
Say this song is called and then start it.
absolutely not.
What's this song called?
Absolutely not.
Chrysler Sebring convertible, top riding in style, living for the next level. 4-story high rise, parking in my own spot. Asphalt's burning, getting hot. Hey Susie, nice Camaro. Boss in a hurry, please don't stare. Living in an office space. 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 Good little worker fly. Time to retire is time to die. This is not the time or place. Living in an office space. Lucy drinks at every meal. Roger wants supplies to steal. Maria talks about this and that. Patty wears a skullbone hat. You'll never leave, tighten your tie. Don't look Wentworth in the eye. Don't play around, neutral face. You're on the clock, it's a rat race. Living in an office space. 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 Good little worker fly. Time to retire, it's time to die. This is not the time or place. Living in an office space. Do not go in there. Toothpaste made of human hair. This cuticle reeks of weed. Debates about Point Break or speed. Good little worker fly. Time to retire is time to die. This is not the time or place. You're living in an office space. 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 Living in an office space.
Huh.
Wow. How short was that song?
That's a tight 3. Tight 3 minutes.
That's a tight 3 minutes.
A tight 3 minutes.
And it was, correct me if I'm wrong, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, chorus.
Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, 2-bar interlude, chorus. Yeah.
Man, that is, you got the format correct for a pop hit.
Yeah.
So what was the name of this tune?
This song's called "Living in an Office Space" or just "Office Space." So this is I know Mike Judge wouldn't go for this, but when he does the special edition, that movie doesn't start off with a classic 80s like the name of the movie in a really overly simple song.
This does kind of sound like an 80s movie intro.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then I wrote down 80s pop. For sure. I wrote down 80s pop. Do you have any specific artists that you were going for?
No, I don't listen to music.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
This strikes me as if, say, at the height of their initial popularity in like 1982, Mike Nichols decides to make an office rat race movie and hires Devo to do the soundtrack.
Yeah, I definitely. I think you kind of vacillate wildly between Randy Newman and Devo, and you know what? I'm fine with it. That's fine. It did sound like Devo, and that the harmonies, the deep voice with the for sure.
Ooh, I did forget one. There was one, also Oingo Boingo. I do listen.
Oh yeah, okay, I
it's
can hear
meant
that.
to be like an Oingo Boingo song, so I lied.
Yeah, no, I can see that. That works. That fits well. And you got a lot of our references in there. I like that.
Yeah, you killed it with the references in this one. This is I was worried that this song wasn't going to be anything about what we talked about because you introduced it with it's a movie trailer. I'm like, God, that was from like 4 episodes ago. You're just playing Street Fighter again. But no, this is like, you're right on point with catching everything we were saying. Talked about the toupee made of hair. The hat made of hair. That was good.
Yeah, the skull bone hat. Yeah, that was great. And you got our references to the inside the office. You said do not go in there. I liked that. And yeah, I do think that you're becoming more and more comfortable with the format of pop songs, because I couldn't tell if typically there's a story in your songs, and while you painted a picture, I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a narrative. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no narrative. That was I wrote out a narrative. Let me see what I wrote. I wrote out Office. I wrote out Office, and then I wrote out like turns into a Lord of the Flies, and then it was like, it's time to retire. It's time to die. But it's too heavy.
Yeah. You know what I actually got that I was thinking about is that haiku from the Fight Club. Did you ever watch Fight Club, where he gets in trouble for he gets in trouble for copying really weird haikus in the printer and like copying, Fight Club stuff.
I
You guys
haven't
remember
seen
that?
in a long time. No, I don't remember that part.
No, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, so you said the part that reminds me of it, because you said it's time time to retire, time to die, or whatever, and the whole idea was, what was the worker something? What was the line there?
Worker fly.
Busy little worker fly,
little worker
something
fly.
like that.
Yeah,
Good little worker fly.
yeah. The quote from Chuck Palahniuk's book there is, "Worker bees can leave, even drones can fly away. The queen is their slave." So that, I didn't know if that was an allusion to that. I was thinking about it the whole time, and I was like, when's this going to devolve? I was looking for either the building to be burned down, a la the movie Office Space, or I was looking for a violent turn, a la Fight Club. But I'll say this, maybe it's just because I love Fight Club so much, but I got those aesthetics. Despite the music, like I got like the dreariness and mundanities of office work life. And I think that came through strong. So I think that was a really good job. I think you did nicely there.
I
think this could have been
about Fight Club, actually. Come to think of it, I
You-
didn't
Yeah.
even realize that. Huh. Interesting.
This
Yeah.
could have easily been put in front of Working Girl, and it wouldn't even change anything about the movie. I think it would play really well there. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't think this is your best song, but I think it's incredibly marketable.
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. And I think that's actually a good place to be in, because how many artists do you know that they released a song that wasn't their favorite, but it made them, millions of dollars, So maybe this is one of those cases. I would, yeah. I think that there's something there.
Yeah, even Nickelback made a movie soundtrack song, and they probably didn't want to, but they got to pay the bills.
Yeah, Nickelback was struggling for cash at the time, so thank God they were able to make some money, after all their hits, to to do that.
Yeah. Maybe now they'll be Quarterback.
Nice.
No, it wasn't. I hate that joke. Let's cut that out. Damn it.
No way. No way. If I'm going to struggle over my words and leave it in, you're gonna have some bad jokes here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that I'd have to listen to it again. I don't dislike it. I can't say that I was pulled in as much as some of your other songs. The previous song, the Fantastic Bird Boy. Even though that's not my favorite genre of song, I was still, glued to my screen, so to speak, while I was listening. I was very engaged. I wouldn't say I was engaged here as I was there, but I think it's the better song. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
This song definitely serves a purpose, but I don't think that purpose is to sell records. It's made for the beginning of a movie, setting the tone for an 80s workplace comedy drama.
Yeah, with a return. So they use it to be at the beginning of the 80s movie, right? So they're getting all the credits in there in the beginning, and then you return to this track when the quirky, female lead gets into her hijinks in her office space, and it's a return to that energy, after there was some trials and tribulations, when they start, coming together as a team and start scheming as a group. This is the song makes a return for the montage of their hijinks. So yeah.
This is a good. It's a real budget movie. I don't know if I'm gonna pay a lot of bills on a movie that needs to recycle the same song twice.
That's a common thing, I said. It's definitely a thing. It's return to the theme. Come on.
How about this? I don't think this song will win Nate a Grammy, but it might win him an Oscar.
Okay, yeah, or it might just pay for a car. Who
Do they make
knows?
daytime Oscars
Yes.
and like local Oscars?
Just
I want to
just
go for a
movies you
local
watch,
daytime
like-
Oscar.
movies you watch during the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they sure do.
like the UPN
This-
sort of
This is an Oscar
circuit.
for
That's
movies
what I
that are
want.
only shown from 12 to 3 at the
Yeah. This is an Oscar for all those CW made-for-TV movies.
Oh, Lifetime. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't. Shoot. How do we rate this? Because we basically just have yes or no, right? We have our system is thumbs up, thumbs down, and I've tried to explain. I like this song, but I don't know if I can lean towards hit. So there's some. It's a spectrum. I don't know how far to hit I can go, but I do think that we could make money off this. I think that we could sell this
Ooh.
to
Good.
either local commercials or some small time movie.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good point you're making, because I think you're saying you don't think it's a hit, but it can be a hit from a financial standpoint.
Yeah. Nate, what would you say to
Okay.
that?
Well, I'm feeling it. My one bit of trepidation here is thinking about the fact that this movie is blatant Stan Bush style. Stan Bush made the touch for for the movie Cobra, based on
Stan Bush.
I
I don't know any Stan Bushes.
You're a Frank Stallone man.
You probably
I
mean
getcha.
Frank Stallone. Yeah, you probably mean Frank Stallone. Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
that was based on the movie Iron Eagle, where the kid has the touch, right? So, but
Yeah.
but it's not so blatant. This one is made for the movie Office Space, based on the movie Office Space. Well, actually, just based on routine life. But so what I'm slightly trepidatious about. We need someone shameless enough to include in the beginning of their movie a reference to a different movie, and that requires. I'm not saying that the director will be B or C grade level, but I can't imagine that they have a lot of funding for this.
Wait,
Now,
are you
what you're
saying that this movie, just because this song, because it references Point Break and Speed in it?
Well, that I think that's okay. I'm thinking more just in terms of the reference to the movie Office Space in itself.
Oh, got it.
Well,
So-
what's easier, right? So we have two things we can do. You've made a 80s theme song to the actual movie Office Space.
90s.
So we
movie,
can either
correct.
Office
2000s?
Space. No, I'm saying yes, right.
1999, I believe.
If Office Space was released in the 80s, this is the song that they'd use. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Yes. Now that didn't happen, and we kind of paint ourselves into a corner here, because we can't really go to another studio and say, "Hey, can you use this theme song in your movie?" Because they're gonna be like, "Why is it all about Office Space?" Right? So we can either travel a dimension where Office Space didn't happen and it's the 80s, right? Or we can gaslight some executive and try to make him believe that Office Space was his idea. And then we just try to get him to produce another movie called The Office Space.
I like this. I like this a lot. I've
Yeah.
seen these types of movies a million times in the bins at gas stations.
Yeah. The idea that we're basically doing our best to elicit the viewers that liked The Office Space into believing that they're watching the same thing, right? Like, how many knockoffs of like Friday the 13th are there? I feel like the horror movies, Halloween, Friday the 13th, like all these puppet movies, they're all like knockoffs of Chucky, or Friday the 13th, or other horror movies. They knock off stuff shamelessly. We just need to start doing that with with regular movies. Bargain bin versions of Office Space.
We could do that. That's easy.
But
offices are all empty right now as instant shooting location.
That's true. Well, yeah, but we could just try to make a movie that is a what's the not retcon, what's a reboot. Reboots are hot. Has it been long enough so that we can remake Office Space again?
I don't see
100%.
why not. They did it for Fantastic Four like 3 times in a row within the span of 5 years.
Yeah, they did. They did it with Spider-Man as well. There's been 3 different Spider-Men, or 4 different Spider-Men now in our lifetimes. So that's pretty crazy.
Joel Spider-Man.
Yeah, you guys remember Joel Spider-Man? He's my favorite Spider-Man. Yeah, so I guess the thing that bothers me is that we'll have to do a lot of legwork to make this song financially viable. I guess I just argued myself into this is not a hit.
I think we're on our way though. I'm gonna say yes from the scope of it could serve as a movie soundtrack. Kind of the bones of a movie soundtrack, and then you could take the audio for it and use it as like the score, and you could easily make this into a full movie soundtrack with this style.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to go where I think we're going to disagree again. I'm going to go not a hit because I feel like I'll have to do a lot of legwork. I don't want to gaslight a movie executive again. I don't want to remake or reboot Office Space, and I'm not entirely sure that parallel dimensions exist.
Okay, well, I'm going to say hit because I think there's a lot of monetary possibilities with this song.
Well, if you're unhappy with my review, Nate, the only thing you can do is make us a bunch of money with this hit, man. Prove me wrong.
Going out there right now, I'm gaslighting as many executives as I possibly can. You be ready, Pat. Do you know why? Because you said not a hit. You're in on none of the financials of this decision.
You're using phrases I said.
Which phrases did you say?
Skullbone hat?
Huh?
That's mine. Skullbone hat? I did that.
Debatable.
Do not go in there. That's Pat.
Would Dolly Parton give you the publishing? Do you think Dolly Parton would give you the publishing in this situation? No.
You know what Dolly Parton did is, didn't she marry her producer or manager?
I don't know the specifics, but I know that she has her own theme park, and it wasn't by sharing publishing rights.
Listen, we're either in this together or I'm burning this whole thing down. I know all your weaknesses, Nasty Nathan Sharp.
Well, that's a promising conversation right there. On that note, you guys got anything else before we close it up?
No, I thought, great work. Great work, not a hit. Keep up the good work. You failed. That's your best pop song yet. Not a hit.
I'd say it's a hit, and please see my notes for reasons. All right. Well, good show, guys. We'll close it out, and just a quick reminder about the voicemail. Voicemail's been streaming in. It's been great. 707-780-2448. 707-780-2 hit.
Hit.
Hit. All right. We will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.